नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I'm Dr.LILY TRIVEDI, and today I'm going to take the lecture for BSCBED-ZBC 4th semester. And the course is Anatomy, Ecology and Evolution. And the topic today is Ecological Factors, Physiographic Factors. Now let's come, what is physiographic factors? Now they are the factors of the habitat which include the form, behavior, and the structure of the Earth's surface. Now, what does this consist of? It consists of land, river, lakes, sea coast, etc., and also the topographic and elevation of the land from sea level. So, which in turn affect the erosion of the land, silting of river, lakes, and accumulation of sand. So strong topographical factors such as steep hills, deep valleys, they have a profound effect on vegetation because it produces the characteristic local climate. Now this local climate is also called as microclimate. Now let us discuss some important physiographic factors. Now the first factor is altitude. As you all know, altitude is best level in the mountains. What is altitude? That is height from sea level. So with increase of altitude, the temperature, the atmospheric pressure decreases. But the wind velocity, relative humidity, and light intensity increase. So these changing climatic conditions bring change in the pattern of vegetation. How does it bring the change? From the base of the hills, the pattern changes from tropical to temperate, and as we go further, taiga, tundra, and polar. That means at the tip it is covered totally with the snow. Now the second is the steepness and sunlight on vegetation. So in addition to determining the character of the soil, the slope can also bring variation in soil water contents. So how does it bring the variation? The more steep the slope, the rapidly the water will flow from the surface. The degree of wetness of the soil will also change, and the intensity with which the sun rays can heat the soil surface also changes. So the denseness and height up to which vegetation can occur will also change with the steepness of the slope. The steepness of the slope can also affect the amount of humus and other degenerating organic matter on the soil. The slope, very steep slopes, the humus is also carried along with the rainwater. So what happens if the angle or the steepness is very high, the flow of water is very fast. And when the water flows down, it carries away all the matter which is present on the surface of the soil. If the slope is less steep, the rate of flow of rainwater will be very moderate. And as such, it will allow the humus to remain there and not be flowing along with the rainwater. The intensity of the rays, sun rays, will also be less where the steepness of the slope is less. Now we have the third factor, that is the direction of the slope. Now this is a very important factor. Why? Because it plays an important role in determining the rainfall and hence the characteristics of the vegetation of the area. Now the mountains, they are chaining or they change this wind in definite directions. These mountains also capture moisture from these winds on the side the wind is touching the mountain. And therefore the condensed aqueous vapors in the form of cloud and rains also occur in the higher region, and thus on certain side of mountain rich vegetation is found, and on the other side the mountain there is less vegetation and only xerophytic vegetation is found. So as such, what happens here? There is a change in the direction of in the amount of vegetation occurring on the mountain area. So I hope students, you are satisfied with my digital session, and if you have any query, please mention in the comment box so that I will resolve it soon. This session was powered by 2.0 JAYOTI VIDYAPEETH Women's University. So I thank you. Namaste. In the next lecture, we will be dealing with edaphic factors in the ecological factor. So thank you very much. Namaste.